Oh, yes. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen and fellow friends. My name is Mei Lun. I will be your MC for this evening's preview. So some of you might be feeling a little bit restless from the usual Monday working routine. So before we get into it, please allow us to play a mashup tune to kick things off. Okay, over to you, Eugene.
Okay, this song will keep everyone excited.
Eugene, is it on? Because you're shaking your head, but nothing on our side though.
Yeah? Really?
No, yeah. We're just looking at you and your apes.
Oh, you know why? Because
you're sharing?
Because just now I log out and then I log on. I thought I was still sharing the screen.
Okay.
Now it's to everyone motivated.
Okay. If not, you faint only on your side.
I should
Okay.
try to catch a Putin.
Okay. So I hope everyone is perked up with our little mashup there. So tonight we are having this webinar entitled Commerce Business Board Preview. Firstly, do allow me to extend my gratitude to you for attending this preview with an open mind and ready to explore. The speaker for tonight, as you all know, is Mr. Eugene Yang. He has completed the Blockchain Business Application Program with MIT, the Massachusetts Institute of Technology. Eugene has been sharing his 4 years experience in this industry since 2016. Now, before we start, I have 2 requests. Firstly, please try to stay muted as Eugene presents. As he presents, if you have any questions, please ask your questions towards the ending Q&A session that we will have towards the end of tonight's webinar. You may also post your question in the chat room anytime. So tonight, we have a nice surprise for you guys. To make our session a bit more lively, we are going to give away Bitcoins. So who would like to get free Bitcoins? A show of hands, please. Let me see if anyone wants.
Emoji hand. Post an emoji hand.
Emoji. Wow, Esther. She sure what? But Esther, give chance today. Give chance to the newcomer. You always win.
I have to win. It's my trademark.
Okay.
Your trademark.
Who else wants Bitcoin? Okay. So can see a few hands there, right? So we will be giving away 100 ringgit worth of Bitcoin during the middle and at the end of the preview. Each time is giving away 100 ringgit worth of Bitcoin. So don't look down on the 100 ringgit worth of Bitcoin. Okay. So if you're able to hold your Bitcoin, right, towards the next halving, who knows? Maybe it could go 5x or even 10x, right? Who knows? So your 100 ringgit Bitcoin will probably has potential to go to 1,000 ringgit. So very easy only to get the Bitcoins. I will pose a question pertaining to the preview. I will pose two questions later. Okay, one during somewhere around the middle and then towards the end. So the one who answers correctly first will win the Bitcoin. So please pay attention during the preview. So without further ado, I pass over to Eugene. Over to you, Eugene.
Okay, thank you, Melon. So just to share my credentials with everyone again, I'm a certified blockchain expert with the Blockchain Council in India. And whenever I have time, I'll write articles for a local financial magazine. I have a cert with MIT from in Boston. And before the lockdowns, I used to give public talks, but now I'm limited to Zoom. But nevertheless, we still have a lot of people that do attend my public awareness talks lah. Okay, this session is on the introduction of the Tree Commerce bot. It's a way we've discovered where we can safely make money using crypto bots. Okay, Autobots, not the transformer Autobots, but the bots for cryptocurrency. However, there is another talk which is called the Future of Bitcoin Cycles. We also have that regularly. Do go back to the meetup, the chat groups where we will post notifications for this particular series, the Future of Bitcoin Cycles. That is also free as well. Now, the agenda that we have tonight would be these. I'd like to share with y'all why we should trade with bots and not trade manually. And then I will introduce the Tree Commerce bot. Okay, it's actually a platform for setting up bot, and your bots could actually start trading and making money. And even if you will be signing up, let's say you're interested after today's session, you sign up for a Tree Commerce platform. Why would you want to outsource the work to us? Okay. And we definitely have to share with you from our experience, what are the different safeties and the risks involved. And assuming that you decide to outsource the work to us, setting up and maintaining the bot for you, then what are the fees? And towards the end, I will do a simulation of, or rather show a table or simulation of some past results. Okay, then from there you can decide whether this is for you. Okay, we'll leave the question and answer towards the end, but along the way, if you have any questions, you can post it in the chat room. So we will go through the verbal questions first. At the same time, after that, we will do the questions towards the questions as posted in the chat room as well. As Melun mentioned, we have for tonight two 100 ringgit Bitcoins to be given out. Okay, so Melun will be posting the questions, one in the middle of the session and one towards the end. Okay, now let's dive into why trading is successful. Probably some of y'all have long-term hodlers. Y'all may have bought Bitcoin and then bought some cryptocurrency, but you hope that you see that the price actually is, in some instances, especially in the short time frame, it is not very favorable. You buy Bitcoin and then the price is going down. Okay, then how are you going to make money in the next 1 week or 1 month or even 2 months in the shorter time frame? One solution, which would be one option, which is to trade yourself. But the problem with trading are these. Number one, trading, because you are trying to manual trade yourself, and there is a lot of human emotions involved. It's easier than done. Even professional traders can say, no, we are supposed to isolate our emotions. When we make the decision to trade, we don't put our emotions in. But nevertheless, we are humans. It's extremely difficult to separate that. Okay. And we cannot trade 24 hours per day. Not to say that a lot of us, we even have our full-time jobs. Then how much time left do you have to manual trade? Correct. And for us, we cannot place our trades in a fast and accurate manner. Okay, we can't do it fast. So even if you have to trade manually, you probably will follow the bigger time frames, like on the 1 hour chart or on the daily chart. But it's unlikely you are able to make a call in the smaller time frames, like 5 minutes or 10 minutes time frame. Then if you are to ask a professional trader that may have made some money, they will tell you that the way they trade is to follow technical indicators, okay, TA, okay, technical analysis indicators. But these TA indicators are extremely difficult to follow and they are very complex. Not say that we are talking about one, but there could be a combination of many. There are a lot out there. I'll give you an example: moving averages, RSI, Bollinger Band. All these are all technical indicators, but it's very complex to follow all of them at the same time. Okay, so for these same four reasons, on the flip side, this would be the reason why you want to use the bots. The bots are firstly emotionless. When they make a trade, they are following algorithms, they are following instructions. They do not have emotion, so they can make the trades very effectively. And even as we sleep, assuming that you come in with us to sign up for the bot, then your bots can work 24 hours every day. They don't need rest because they're just softwares. And they can place the trade instantaneously and accurately because they are, again, they are softwares, so they can make trades very accurately. And when they are programmed to follow strategies, they do it very effectively. So it doesn't matter whether the trading strategy is extremely complex, difficult to calculate, but the bots are able to do it. Okay. Now, the infrastructure that we are proud to highlight in our this system is this. Let's say you decide to come in as an investor. Okay, you sign up for a account with the exchange platform. Here we recommend FTX. Now, FTX, there are many reasons why we decided to go with FTX and not the other popular exchanges. FTX themselves are very popular. In fact, when it comes to corporate trading, companies would actually choose FTX as their first choice for leverage trading. Okay, so they are very established and very popular exchange when it comes to leverage trading. Now, let's say you sign up for an account, and then at the same time you sign up or subscribe for a Tree-commerce platform account. Okay, this Tree-commerce platform, as I say, is a platform where they have all the different types of bots in there. And assuming that it is complex to even set up the bots, you outsource the work to us. So we become your admin or your maintenance service provider to set up the bot and also to maintain your bots. Okay. Now, between your Tree-commerce platform account and your FTX account, FTX, like most other exchanges, crypto exchanges, they have a feature called API connection. This API key that we will teach you to withdraw or obtain from your FTX account, we will plug it into the Tree-commerce platform. Okay, so there will be communication between the Tree-commerce platform, your Tree-commerce account, with your FTX exchange account. Okay, your wallet is on your FTX exchange account. So you have your money parked safely in your FTX exchange account. No one can withdraw your money from your FTX account. Only you can do that. So with this API connection, the bots that we set up for you and help you maintain in a regular basis, the bots will be able to trade on behalf for you and trade on your FTX account. Okay, they will not be allowed. In fact, no one, not even us, we have access to your Commerce platform, but we have no access to your exchange account. Even though the bots can trade on your behalf, even ourselves, we cannot withdraw, all the bots cannot withdraw money from your FTX wallet. Okay. So this next point is we will, in the long term, as long as you award or outsource the work to us, we will continue to maintain the bots for you. Okay, to make sure that the bots perform as per what we expect. And when you make the money after the trading, the money will be, the profits will be in your FTX account. And as I say, the bots cannot withdraw. We cannot withdraw. Only you have access to your FTX wallet. That's where you can withdraw your profits. Okay. Now, as far as the exchange is concerned, one of the many reasons why we chose FTX to be connected to your Commerce bot account is because FTX has a sub-account feature. This sub-account feature works like this. You are able to open up different so-called account wallets in your FTX account. And each of these sub-accounts, they are independent from one another. So even if you say split to 5 different sub-accounts, and we have 5 bots trading on each of these sub-accounts, one bot handling one sub-account. In the event that any of the sub-accounts, for some reason, goes into a drawdown, that means the value go down, it will not affect the other sub-accounts. Okay, so we find this a very important feature. This is one of the reasons why we decide to use the FTX exchange. Okay, now the other reason why we have FTX is because they are a popular choice for leverage trading. Okay, we will use the futures perpetual market. So for the futures market, we can long or short. Okay, long meaning when the price is going up, and if the bots take a long trade, you profit. If let's say the bots decide to go for a short trade, the price goes down, you profit as the price comes down. That's the meaning of shorting. Okay. At the same time, this perpetual market, this futures perpetual market, allow us to take leverage as well. Leverage means we can amplify our profits. Okay, I give you an example. Let's say if you do not take leverage, but if you take the standard spot market, okay, let's say you buy, example, half a Bitcoin. Okay, that's currently about 15,000. But let's say after buying that half the Bitcoin, if the prices of Bitcoin doubles after a certain period, your money by logic would double. So your profits will be 15,000. Example, $15,000 was your capital. It went up 100%. So it will be $15,000, right? Assuming that the price of Bitcoin started off with $30,000. But if let's say you take a 3x leverage, 3x leverage means that your profits will be 3 times. So if Bitcoin went up from $30,000 to $60,000, that's double. Then your profits is not just 15,000 going up to $30,000. It will be 3 times that. So 3 times that times 15,000, it will be $45,000. So your profits will be 3 times more than what you would have made if it was just on the spot market. Okay, spot market being a simple 1x leverage. But for 3x, you will make 3 times that. But however, probably some of y'all will know, leverage comes with risk. Even if you potentially can make 3 times for a 3x leverage, you can potentially lose 3 times as well. Okay, so one needs to be careful in analyzing when to use leverage. Now, in our strategy, assuming that you have signed up for your FTX account, you signed up for your Commerce, we will come in and start setting up the bot for you and maintain in a long-term basis. We will apply two strategies to the bot. First strategy would be called the trending strategy. Okay, this is the first strategy that we apply to the bot. This trending strategy works in such a way that we try to capture the price just before it goes up. Okay, so as the price, assuming that the bot knows that the price of a certain asset that is going to trade, the price is going up, then it becomes profitable. Yeah, and that is done by simply buying low and selling high. So as the price goes up, it just sell at a higher price. Okay, simple strategy, but it's quite complex if you try to do it manually. But nevertheless, the strategy we have already started implementing to our bots. Even though it's profitable, however, it does not mean that there won't be times where it could make a loss. Okay, so the time that it can make a loss potentially is when the price goes sideways. Why it can make a lose? Because the bot assumes that as the price is supposed to go up, but it doesn't. The price actually comes down. So it's sort of like goes sideways. So in the event that the price goes sideways, then the bot potentially can make a loss. Your account can potentially go through a drawdown. Okay. However, the strategy, the trending strategy, still is profitable because we see that the trades making the profits would be large. So we have large profits, whereas the losing trades will be small. Okay, so we have small losses, but the profits potentially could be large. Now, second strategy that we will want to implement, that we do implement, would be the dollar cost averaging strategy. The dollar cost average strategy works in such a way that the DCA bot, short form for dollar cost averaging, buys the asset and waits for it to go down in price. As it goes down, it actually buys more of the asset. Okay, it waits for it to go up, and that's where it will sell. It will take profit at a higher average price. Okay, so this strategy is good. And the characteristics of this strategy is it makes a lot of small profits. There are no losses. Okay, there are no losses at all, but the profits are all very small amount. Okay, very small profits. So if I was to put the profits and losses for these two strategies in a nice bar chart, it will look like this. The trending strategy will look like this. As you can see here, profit by day. One bar is one day. Okay, you can see that the profit bars in this screenshot is from my account. You can see that there are bigger profit days, whereas the losses are actually smaller in size. So the losses are smaller, even though in fact there are more losses. Okay, the number of losing trades are actually more. But if we look generally on average for that month, you can see here it is a net profit of more than 20,000 USD for this 30 days span. Okay, so there are drawdowns. Like here, you can see this dive here is because of this group of losses here. But nevertheless, there's a drawdown. But in the end, in this 1 month span, it is from zero. It goes all the way up to more than 20,000 USD. Okay, the dollar cost averaging, if I was to express it in a bar chart like this, it will look like this. Okay, there's only profits, but there are no losses. But all these profits are small. Okay, I would say that the capital use here and the capital use here is quite similar, but you can see the amount. The biggest profit is not even $1,000. Okay, as compared to here, we have one big short profit day here, it's already more than $15,000. Okay, so for the DCA bot, we have only profit trades. It's good. So you see the accumulative for the month, it actually goes up slowly, but there's no drawdown. Okay, so both strategies has its pros and cons, but we do implement them into your bots. Now, assuming that these are good strategies, but and anyone could actually do the so-called setup. Anyone with good programming experience can do that. But why would you want to outsource the work to us? Here are some important points. Firstly, for myself and Melon, we are a team together with more people coming in. But our team, we, especially Melon and myself, we have experience in this industry since 2016. Okay. And we do, because of our experience, we've learned that it's important to do narrative research. A short way to express what narrative research is basically to get updated with the hot market trends. There's a lot of narrative out there in the crypto sphere, but I will later show you some examples of narrative research. Okay. Now, the other reason that we pride ourselves over our other competitors is the fact that we do not touch your money. The bots that you sign up for also not allowed to take out money from your exchange wallet. So we use the API key method in such a way that the bots can trade safely for you, but only you can touch your money. Okay. The reporting is transparent. Every 2 months, we will come up with a summary report for you. So the reports it's very transparent. Of course, when we do this, when you engage us, there will be some fees involved. The profit sharing rates are very, very reasonable. Okay, we know of very similar competitors to us. They charge a much more higher rate. Okay, so what are our rates? Later, I'll share with you. Now, just now I mentioned about narrative research. So this is something that we pride ourselves of compared to our competitors. We've seen a lot of competitors, they do not understand narrative research and they do not implement it. For us, we have two types of narrative research that we implement. Firstly, it's something that we call altcoin seasonality. Okay? Now, this altcoin seasonality works like this. We know in the crypto market, there are times where a lot of traders tend to focus more on Bitcoin trading rather than the altcoin trading. Okay, there are so many altcoins. All other cryptocurrencies that's not Bitcoin is considered as altcoins. Okay, so there are times where the traders will focus more on Bitcoin, and there are times where the traders will focus more on altcoins. Usually, when the market is fearful, especially like now where we have a lot of geopolitical situation going on in the market, like for example, the war in Russia, the Russian invasion. We have recently the Feds increasing the rates. That's impacting the traditional market and indirectly impacting the altcoin season as altcoin market as well. So the markets now tend to be more fearful. Usually, when it's fearful, the traders will focus more on Bitcoin. This is when we have the Bitcoin season, right? But when the market is more bullish, then the traders tend to be more towards the altcoin season. Now, we discovered that when the markets alternating between Bitcoin season and altcoin season, we also need to swipe our bot strategy as well. Earlier on, I was saying that we have two strategies that we implement, the trading strategy and the DCA strategy, correct? We will implement the trending strategy when the market is more greedy, when more traders are going into the altcoin season, and we will have the bots go into the DCA strategy when the market is more fearful, when the traders are going more into the Bitcoin season. In fact, when we implement these two strategies, we take different leverage as well. So for the trading strategy, currently we are using 3x. And then for the DCA strategy, we use at 2x. Okay. Even though potentially the futures perpetual market on FTX allow us for even higher leverage like 5x, 10x, 20x, 50x, we do not touch them. Okay, so from our experience, we know those are much more higher risk, and we do not want our investors' capital to go through such high risk. Okay, we just want to make good money, but we are able to navigate our risk in such a way that it's very low risk, but at the same time we make stable profits. Okay, that's more important. Okay, so that is the first narrative research that we do and that we implement. We need to monitor the conditions of the market, and we know which strategy to apply or have the bots apply. The second strategy, that narrative research that we have, is known as the event narrative. Okay, we capitalize on event narratives in such a way that we have a gauge before any altcoin pump, before they go up in price, get the bots to enter at a good price level. I give an example of an event narrative. Now, back in October of last year, there was an event known as the Phantom Developer Conference. It was in Abu Dhabi. This conference is solely for the developers of Phantom, the altcoin called Phantom. So knowing that this event was coming up, we got the bot to actually go into Phantom Perpetual. Okay, Perpetual is actually same as USD, so basically it's the Phantom price. So you can see this is actually a screenshot of my account, our master account, and it went in, as you can see here, it started a trade on the 17th of November. This is actually before the event. All right. And we made good profits. This was close to 4,000 US dollars. Just one trade. It lasted for 5 days, made 4,000 USD, close to 4,000 USD. This is another example. There was another event called Breakpoint. This was in Lisbon, Portugal, on the November 17th to the 10th. This focus a lot on the altcoin called Solana. Okay, it's a layer 1 altcoin. And here you can see that for our bot, we also made a profit. And this profit was actually quite a lot. This trade lasted for 7 days. You can see the trade entered on the 1st of November. That's 1 week before the event. And it surged, and the price surged probably because of the event. And we made a profit. I made a profit of 19,000 USD. Okay, it's a 20% out of that sub account. Okay. Now let's talk about the safety and the risk. Safety, again, I like to emphasize. This is where you sign up as an investor. You sign up for an FTX account. We will guide you to withdraw the API keys out of your 5 sub accounts, and then we will guide you to retrieve your API keys. We will pass it to us. We will then set into your 3Commerce sub account. Okay, sorry, your 3Commerce account. So by doing that connection, the bots are able to trade for you, but they are not allowed to withdraw. Okay, this feature is not only on FTX. You have it on Binance, on all other trading platforms. They would have this API management system. Okay, so it's a neat feature. Then you will feel safe as an investor because no one can withdraw your money, correct? But because you know that your capital is being traded safely, then your mindset as an investor will be very different. Firstly, it's safe. Secondly, when you calculate the ROI, you would not be calculating in such a way that, you may have invested in other investment platforms. When you do, you tend to ask yourself, hey, I put in so much money. When do I get back my capital? That's the question you normally ask. When do I get back my capital? Because you are investing in such a way that you presume that the money that you put onto that platform, may it be safe or unsafe, you are assuming that it's high risk. Okay. And a lot of times it is, because maybe some of you, or you've heard of friends where your friends invested and the platform just disappears, unfortunately. It's a Ponzi scheme, it's safe, it's a scam. So over here, we avoid that issue. We do not have that risk because, number one, FTX is a reputable exchange. Your money is in your wallet, no one can access. Number two, we are using the API key management system. Okay, so the bots can trade safely for you. You have the peace of mind that no one can withdraw your capital. Okay. Now, the other risk that I would like to, emphasize is this. Just now I talked about safety. Now let's talk about the risk. The risk is this. Early on, I did say that we apply two strategies, correct? The trending strategy and the DCA strategy. The trending strategy is whereby we target that we have big profitable trades, where however we cannot avoid the smaller losing trades. But looking in the long term, yes, we want it to be profitable. So we want the bigger profits than the overall losing trades. But because they are losing trades, then it means your account needs to go through some drawdown, especially when we apply the trending strategy. So when there are drawdowns, these drawdowns are there. So I give an example. This is a simulation of a certain sub account over, you can see here is Solana Perpetual. So over Solana, we didn't trade in the year 2020, but this was actually a simulation. The good thing about the 3Commerce bot is such that they allow, using our strategy, they can simulate out the results based on our strategy. Okay, so from the simulation, we can see that in the year 2020, the simulator knows how the chart was for Solana in this particular month, August and September. Applying our strategy, it can simulate the results. So here you can see if one investor was to put in $100, applying the strategy in the simulation, it would have made $36. That's good. In 1 month, 36%, right? However, with the same trending strategy in this particular month of September in 2020, it is a drawdown. $100, it reduced to $82. Okay. But like I said again, yes, your account potentially can go through some drawdown, but we don't look things in a shorter time frame. Look at it from a medium-term perspective and even long-term perspective. You will potentially make money as well. Okay. So even though there are these drawdowns, okay, what are the strategies you will apply to mitigate the drawdowns or to lower the risk of the drawdowns? So I put 4 items here as our list. Number one, we apply not just one bot. Okay, so your capital is not just put into one sub account with all your capital focus on one sub account, have one bot do that trading. No, we are going to break it up to 5 bots. So each of this bot will be assigned to 5 different sub accounts, which they will go into 5 different perpetual contract or 5 different assets. These 5 assets, of course, will be the different altcoins. So because your capital is broken up to 5 portions, each of them exposed to the different 5 coins, their results will be different. Okay, this will spread the risk, okay, and lower the chance of any dramatic drawdowns. So that's number one. But two, early on, we say that we implement two different type of narratives. Number one, it will be the altcoin seasonality. We switch the two different strategies between the different market conditions. And number two, the event narrative. We'll look out for events in the market, and then we try to strategize our bot such a way that it will coordinate, hopefully make some money off certain events. Okay, this will be the third way we can minimize our drawdown. And finally, this is some of the features within the 3Commerce bot. We have the stop loss, we have the trailing check profits. These are actually features that come together with 3Commerce. This is another reason why we would recommend, why we love 3Commerce so much. Okay, because they have all these features already in place to safeguard our capital, to minimize the drawdowns. Okay, so these are the 4 important points. So now let's take a breather. Milo, you want to take over?
Yeah. Okay. So it's Bitcoin giveaway time. Yeah. Okay. So let me tell you how this is going to work. I will be asking the question shortly. So the way you answer is that do not verbalize the answer, because if you shout it out, I wouldn't know who answered first. So the best way is for you to key in the answer in the chat room. So for that, you need to get your fingers ready okay, on your desktop to answer. Now, the person who answers first, answers correctly, is the winner. Then you will have to PM me your details. Then I will be in contact with you. And then you can give me your Bitcoin receiving address to receive the Bitcoin. Okay? Is that clear, everyone? Can show some response, some emoji, hand ka, apa ka, so at least I know I'm talking to people.
Give your thumbs up.
Okay, Josh says okay. Well, okay. So like better try typing on the chat room to make sure that it's working, you know. So yeah, Franklin says okay, ready to go. All right. So I hope you all pay attention during the presentation just now. Now, okay, Leo says good to go. Okay, everybody ready? Now we apply 2 strategies to the bot. It's a 2 bot strategies combination. Can you please name the 2 strategy? Wow.
Okay, pause some more. Pause some more.
Right?
Maybe this is not the correct answer. Maybe it's not the correct answer.
Try.
Just let it flow.
This he can read my mind. What the moment I finish the question, the answer appear already. Wow.
He heard you and started typing already.
He keyed wrongly. He said trading, not trading, trending strategy, not trading.
Oh,
don't say. I didn't say it was the right answer. Don't say.
Who said it? Trending DCA.
I think that was Franklin.
Come on. Okay.
No wonder Franklin so excited lah.
Yes. Okay. So we have a winner. Okay, Kevin, I gotta give you props for your like fast, man. But you answered trading strategy and DCA strategy. 张小小, your A turn to E, then you would have won. So the correct answer is trending strategy and the DCA strategy. That means Franklin answer correctly. Yay, Franklin! Applause.
Everyone give applause emoji. Applause emoji.
Yeah, those please help to congratulate Franklin. Franklin, you won 100 ringgit worth of Bitcoin. But Ken, don't worry, for those who couldn't answer or didn't answer correctly this round, there'll be another round later on. Okay, so we'll do it again.
Stay attentive.
Yeah, correct. So back to you, Eugene.
Okay, let's move on. Okay, let's move on. Now let's allow me to share the fees. Let's say you feel that this is a good infrastructure, good safe method to make money. Then you need to know also what are our fees, how much we will charge. Okay, the fees is like this. Firstly, there is a minimum capital involved. Okay, the minimum for now is 5,000 USD. So after you open up your FTX account, you need to fund your FTX account with 5,000 USD. That's the minimum we will deal with. Okay. If more, even better, you make more money, then we are happy for you. But we find it extremely difficult to manage lower than the 5,000 because of our labor work involved. Okay. Then now that after hopping on with us, after you decide that, there will be legal agreement that you'll be signing with us. This legal agreement will last for 4 months. So the agreement period is for 4 months. At the beginning of the agreement, you need to make a payment of 800 ringgit. Okay, 800 ringgit for a duration of 4 months. Now, in the event that you want to continue, you want to repeat the agreement because you find in the 4 months, you find it profitable, you want to continue, then you make another, you don't need to sign again. Okay, we'll just take it that the agreement will automatically renew, but you need to pay again another 800 ringgit. Okay, it's a small fees because you look at it, 4 months 800, actually 1 month is only 200 ringgit. Okay, 200 ringgit in 1 month. But imagine if let's say that $5,000 you make you make good money there, then this 200 ringgit per month is actually not a big deal. Okay, in fact, this 800 ringgit per 4 months, it will even seem negligible if your capital is even higher. So if let's say you're putting in who knows, we may have big investors, 20,000 USD, 100,000 USD, then 800 ringgit is really nothing for the big investor. Okay. Now, besides that, we have profit sharing. Okay, profit sharing is such a way that we charge net out of your net profit, not raw profit, net profit 25%. Okay, so no matter how much that you make as the net profit, you keep 75%, you need to pay us 25%. Okay. Now, let me give you an example of how this calculation is done so you can then understand what this profit sharing is about. Now, let's say you decide to come in with a capital of 10,000 USD. Okay, 10,000 USD, and it was at the end of December. Now, even though the agreement is 4 months, we have an invoicing term 2 months. So in a complete agreement duration of 4 months, there's actually 2 invoicing. Every 2 months, there's invoicing. Okay. So your capital, let's say from that 10,000 USD grew to 14,000 USD. That's 2 months later. So at the end of February, it grew to 14,000 USD. So what is your net profit? Your net profit is simply 14,000 minus 10,000. That would be a net profit of $4,000. So out of this $4,000, 25% will be 1,000. You need to pay us that $1,000. Okay, you keep $3,000. Now, then let's say 2 months down the road, after that $14,000, remember I said that potentially you can experience some drawdown. Let's say it did go down. Okay, unfortunately, it went down from $14,000 to $13,000. So what's your net profit? Net profit is negative $1,000. Correct? So out of this negative $1,000, you do not need to pay us because there's no profit at all. Okay. Now, you may think that it looks like if I lose money, then they don't need to pay. But when I make money, I have to pay. No, it's not exactly that. Because this drawdown, the profits potentially will be less later, correct? If it goes up. What I mean by that is, let's say 2 months down the road, that $13,000 went up to $15,000. So what is your net profit? Your raw profit is $2,000, but your net profit is not $2,000. Your net profit is that $15,000 minus the previous high. What is the previous high? $14,000. So 15 minus 14. Okay, we'll be calculating this on a manual way. $15,000 minus 14 will be your net profit is $1,000. Okay, not $2,000. So the profit sharing fees in this case will be 25% of 1,000, not 2,000. 25% of 1,000. So you pay us $250. Okay. So here you see we charge you a profit sharing of 25% of net profit, not raw profits. Okay, very important. Why I like to emphasize this is because we know our competitors, they charge a certain percentage, in fact 30%. I know a competitor that charges 30% of raw profits, which I feel is not fair for the investor. Right? When it goes down, they say, oh, okay, I don't charge. But then when it goes back up, they charge from the lowest point, to the net profit, to calculate the net profit. So this so-called profit, I think it's not really the net profit because early on they experience a drawdown, correct, for the investor. So again, I want to emphasize, we charge a profit sharing of 25% of the net profit. Now, the other fees that you need to be subjected to would be 3-commas. Earlier on, we were paying a monthly payment of 99 USD per month, but they have this pro subscription at 45. They charge, if you pay one whole year, it will be reduced to half of 49.50 per month. Okay, per month 49.50. That was what I paid. That was what Mei Lun paid. That's what some of our all our investors that came in before this. But good news is, there's good news now. The good news is FTX realized that there are more and more people using 3-commas to trade on FTX. So FTX was honorable enough to decide to subsidize fully. Okay, subsidize fully. So this USD 594, which is the 49.5 per month, is now totally subsidized by FTX. We no longer need to pay for our bot subscription fees to 3-commas. You sign up for the 3-commas account, we hook up the FTX for you through the API. The 3-commas system will detect this FTX. Automatically, you will get the pro paid level. It comes with unlimited bots, all the bots. Okay, we can create as many bots as we want, but of course, we'll use only 5. And this 3-commas subscription fees is totally waived. How long it will be waived, we do not know. We just got the word out recently. So take advantage of this subsidy at this point of time. Okay, we really don't know when FTX will stop the subsidy, but I recommend you highly, if you're thinking about it, do make use of this free subsidy. Now, moving on, let's talk about now the past results, okay, before we go for our next session. So as far as past results is concerned, here you can see a screenshot of our master account, which is my account. This was in the duration of 29 September until the 28th of October of last year. You can see I made a net profit of around 20,000 USD. Okay, at that particular month, I was applying the trending strategy, and the trending strategy, as I mentioned, there will be drawdowns like this, as you can see, but the profitable trades potentially are big. Okay, so here, based on the daily summary profits, you can see it starts off from 0. Due to these 2 losing trades, it went down, a drawdown, and then it started going up because of this big trade, it went up, and then this group here of losing trades, it came down, so a drawdown, came back to 0, somewhere in the middle of the period, but due to this few losing trades, more than the losing trades, then shot back up to $20,000. Okay, so this is a screenshot of my account. Now, what I'll do now is, as I mentioned earlier, Tree-commerce, the good thing is they can actually do a simulation of our strategy by plugging in our strategy, and then it will do a simulation back as long as they have access to the charts of any asset. Could be 1 year, 2 years back. They apply our strategy, and then they actually generate out a report, a simulation report. From that past simulation report, I then can see how effective the strategy is, how profitable the strategy is in the medium to long term. Okay, so I will show you the one of the reports is actually for Ethereum, Ethereum Perpetual, which is same as Ethereum USD. But I need to read out my disclaimer, because past results do not guarantee future performance. Okay, so you cannot construct this past results as your financial advice. Can't do that, huh? But nevertheless, it is still a simulation and good past results. So where is it? Okay, it's here. Okay, it's loading. Now, as I mentioned, this result is based on Ethereum Perpetual, which is same as Ethereum USD. So this simulation is from the January of 2020 all the way down to July of 2021, okay, mid of last year. So it's about 1 year and a half, okay, 1 year and 8 months to be precise. From this table of results, I apply the trending strategy. I want to know what are the results. I broke up based on the month. So this first batch here is January, February, March, and so on. Okay. The reason why I broke up the different months, because I want to see if an investor was to put in $100, how much will an investor get back by the end of every month? Okay, so it repeats that investment. $100 I can see in January of 2020, based on that trending strategy, it goes up to 123. So it's 23%. Going down, February, 20%. $100 become 120. So it's still profitable. March, profitable 30%. Next, okay, it's more or less neutral. Next, this is a drawdown. So $100 become $91. So not every month is profitable. There will be months, especially when we apply the trending strategy, it potentially can experience some drawdown. So this one is a drawdown as well. And this is July. This is profit, okay, 50% on Ethereum. This is neutral. This is profit, 12%, neutral, profit, 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 drawdown, okay, losing month. And finally, a slight profit here for July of 2021. Okay, so now, what if I compound? Because this I'm breaking up to by per month. What if I put in $100, I don't take out the profits and let the end of the month be the starting capital? Okay, so in a way it's compounding. So the compounding will be this column here. $100, it goes up to 123. Then it goes on further. 200, so it is double. Went down, 100. Up again, 200. Triple. 4 times. 7 times. 8 times. 8 times. 10 times. Okay, 9 times and 10 times. 10 times means $100 become $1,000. Okay, 11 times. It went up here to 20 times. 18 times. And finally settled at 19 times, close to 20 times. Okay, 20x of $100. $100 compound to close to $2,000 in 1 year and 8 months, based on Ethereum, based on the trending strategy. But this was 1x, meaning I don't take leverage. What if I've taken leverage? So the max we'll go for the trending strategy is 3x. Okay, because anything more than 3x will be too risky. So based on the trending strategy, how much would an investor would potentially make? So from $100, I go down. Here, even at the end of the first month, you see it's already more. It's already 69%. Here is 23%. Okay, it's already more. So going down 2x faster. It's faster than the 1x. Here is already 2x. 4x, 5x. There's one 7x here, but it came down. 7x here was 2x based on the 1x leverage. Going up, went down, 2x, 2x, 4x, 3x, 6x, going down, 10x. Here jump from 4x, 7x, 9x, 11x. Okay, the 1x leverage is only 3x only. So here's already 11x. 16x, 25x, compounds very fast. 53x, 56x, 58x, 68x, 70x, 97x, came down, 109x, and finally settling down at 128x here. Okay, 300 over x, 27x. Okay, where does it end? Settles down at 247x. $100 becomes 24,700. This is the power of compounding. This is the power of 3x. And of course, also we have to give credit to the trending strategy and of course e-commerce bots as well. Okay, this simulation is actually possible. So there you have it. It's a simulation based on Ethereum using our trending strategy. Hope you can digest that. Now, another thing I like to share, we are now developing, as we grow as a company, this service maintenance, bot maintenance service, as we grow, we intend to develop a CRM so that our clients could actually log into our service, a sort of username, password login, and then you can view the different invoices we have. Okay. We also have a referral program where our clients, if you feel that our program is profitable, you can get your friends to come in as well. Maybe you get your friends, invite your friends to our talk like this, and then they also sign up. So once they sign up, they confirm that they've made the profit sharing, their profit sharing to us. You as their referrer, you also get some commission. Okay, it's not a lot, but we give a small commission. So for that details, Mei Lun will furnish those that decide to come with us. We will have a orientation. So in that orientation, Mei Lun will be in charge to explain how that referral commission works. And also in that orientation, Mei Lun will guide our new investors to sign up for the FTX account, sign up for the e-commerce bot as well. Okay, so that's what the orientation is for. We guide you to do the sign up process. Now, for those that actually, some of y'all came from the different chat groups, but I'd like to quickly share this updates chat group with you. In this updates chat group, we do post my past e-commerce results onto this particular chat group. There is another events chat group. That's a bigger one. It has 100 over subscribers, but over there I do not post other news updates. Okay, I do post the e-commerce results there, but if you want a hand on the complete schedule, news updates, important news, crypto updates, no obligation for anything, you can join that particular chat group. Okay, so you just can scan that QR code, or Mei Lun can post this particular URL into the chat room. So you can just click that to sign up. Okay. Now let me end off before we go into the next quiz and also to the Q&A session, I'll end off with this next 3 slides. So today, all of us know that inflation is a big topic today. Things are getting very expensive. Why? Because our fiat currency is actually devaluing. But the way to go about that is actually to start investing into cryptos. Okay, in particularly Bitcoin and the bigger altcoins, bigger cap altcoins. However, the problem with altcoins is it's very volatile. So how do we make USD out of this volatility? Then you got to use the crypto bots. I already explained in the first slide. It's really too stressful, not very effective. You try to outsmart the market by trying to trade yourself. It's really complex. Even for myself, I realized that I can't even do manual trading. It's just simply too stressful. So the way to go is using the crypto bots. Now, most of us here would want to go try to attain financial freedom, correct? One way or another. But the elements of financial freedom would be, number one, you want to make lots of money, can't do away with wealth. And of course, you want to be free, right? You want to be free so you can do what? So that you can enjoy your passion, correct? But to enjoy your passion is one thing, but to enjoy your passion with your family and friends would be a different level. So if you want to reach a financial freedom, then here are some ways. Number one, it could be through employment or through business. But we know that these two avenues actually is possible in the past. Maybe our parents' generation, maybe it's possible. But now it's already very difficult, correct? Even starting a business, it's extremely capital intensive and it's very high risk now. A lot of businesses are actually losing money in this during this pandemic and what's going on in the geopolitical situation now, correct? So we got to consider investment. But when you invest, you got to invest in the right trend. We've already missed the stock boom. We've already missed the property boom. We've already missed the internet boom. Do not miss the next coming mega trend. Okay? So over here, I hand it to you, Melon.
Okay, thank you, Eugene. So now it's come to the second portion of the quiz. You have another opportunity to win 100 ringgit worth of Bitcoin. So as we did before, prior to this, you shall type the answer into the chat box. So please get your fingers ready. So I'm going to ask a question pertaining to the second part of Eugene's preview. It is a number question, okay? So get your fingers ready, yeah? Now, before Treat Commerce waive the subscription fee, how much were they charging? Listen carefully, yeah? How much were they charging? My heart very pain because I paid for this, okay? How much were they charging per month with annual payment? Wow, here comes the answer. Think carefully first. How much? Chen says 49.90, 49.95. Adam 49.50, USD 99. Some more. I'll take 2 more.
Adam, you better be correct, Adam.
Adam also got, you know why? Because Adam paid also. Okay. Chen 49.90. Okay, we have a winner. The winner is drum roll. Adam got it right. It's 49.50. You know why? Because Adam signed up already, ma. That's why he knows how much he paid. Okay, but you know, guys, really know. Okay, congratulations, Adam. I will get your Bitcoin address from you. Good try, everybody. Good try, Anthony. 594. Yes, that one was the total, but I was asking about the per month with annual payment per month. Yeah. So yeah, really that's. It just started that Treat Commerce waived the fees. So for those of us who subscribe to Treat Commerce, we really paid that amount, $594. So including Adam, that's why he knows how much is that fee there, right?
But don't worry, those that already paid in the past, of course, the new waiver will apply from the next subscription.
Correct.
But I think you all know, those that already signed up, you already see your account growing. Then we will definitely make back the first year subscription.
Definitely we will. Even if we had paid, definitely the bots will be able to cover that cost for us. Not an issue
Those
there.
paid,
Okay.
those paid is disqualified from the quiz.
Yeah, what did he say? Those paid is Chen said, more quiz. Chen, re-attend. Then you get quiz. So that was fun. Okay, now we've come to the end of the preview. We're
Why not
gonna
release
start.
those that cannot stay behind?
Yeah, those who cannot stay, you may log out, okay? And those who have questions, you may verbalize your questions. I'm sure you have a lot of questions pertaining to the preview, so you may ask Eugene or myself.
We'll take the verbal questions first, and then if there are no more verbal questions, then we will scroll up the chat room to answer the questions. Answer the first question from the top. So any verbal questions? Anyone? Don't worry, all of us are here to learn from the questions. Yes, do we have anyone?
Hi, Eugene.
Yes, Ken.
Yeah, what's the risk of losing the capital? Because normally if a trader or whatsoever, the chance of losing the entire capital, especially on 3x, 3x.
Okay, 3x will be the trending strategy. We cannot lose the entire capital because even if you have a drawdown, we have a cut loss. So the cut loss is in place for the trending strategy.
Is there a percentage for the cut loss? I mean, it's like the maximum this much only you will lose. Let's say I put 100.
Now currently it's 5% from the entry price.
Entry price, 5%.
Yes, 5%. Yes.
So per trade will be how many percent you put in per trader of the capital?
For the trending strategy, currently we are putting at 95% of your money in your sub account.
DCA?
DCA is a bit tricky because it goes in lots. So it starts off with a very small amount. Then as the price goes down, it will just keep on buying up more. So by the time it buys up, let's say the price really goes deep, okay? And if the price goes deep down, it will just keep on buying. But after it buys up the last one, the last batch, the last level, it would have taken about 80% 80% of the capital in the sub account.
Yeah, just wondering the stop loss, right, on the trending strategy. How let's say stop loss did not being executed because there are chance not all stop loss being executed, right? So if let's say it's a market were to tank all the way down, so the 95%.
Oh no, it's fast enough. We've tried. The bot is very sensitive. So in a shorter time frame, it will still do actually one thing is that the stop loss is at 5%, correct, from the entry price. Okay. And then on top of that, there is another safety gauge, which is a natural close of the trending strategy. See, the trending strategy, there is a natural close. So it's supposed to close higher than the entry price, right? Then we'll get a profit. But this natural close will also happen if, let's say, it suddenly makes a turn very fast. So it's either the stop loss will stop it first or the natural close will stop it first. So it could be one or the other. But yeah, it will be one or the other. If for some reason one is slow to react, then the other one will do the closing. But from our experience, I tested, both are extremely fast because the server for 3Commerce, the bot itself, they are really good. They're very fast and sensitive. Okay, I answered the question.
Yeah, just one question, because if you do a spot trading, right, if you put in a stop loss, the stop loss may not be executed. Why? Because there's no one buying or selling. Okay, no one is actually
Sorry,
buying.
did you say spot market?
Yes, no one is buying, basically. Correct. Spot market. Because you put a stop loss on a spot market, it may not be executed because no one is buying it, assumingly, at that particular
You don't buy,
price.
there's no stop loss, but...
Yeah, that means the stop loss may not be executed, right? But how about your 3 bots? How if let's say how does it work? Someone has to, you put a stop loss, then someone has to buy it, right? Or there's a buy trade at the price.
Okay, I think
price.
If it's liquid,
yeah.
if it's very liquid.
So for both the bots, the trending strategy and the DCA bot, the bots are monitoring all the time, 24 hours, correct? When there is a trigger to buy, it will buy. It's already waiting there to buy, but once it reaches a price, the asset that is monitoring, it reaches a price that is calculated, that is supposed to enter, it will enter. So that's what the bot is for. It's hands-free for us. Okay, the bot will actually go in based on what it's supposed to do, which is to buy, and then it will do all the necessary setting, the cut loss. If it's a trending strategy, there will be a natural close, then it will close.
So you're right. If let's say we do a purchase on a bot, just out of curiosity, is there a seller from the other end? Because like spot, you need a seller, right?
Oh, because it's on the FTX account, isn't it?
Yeah,
so
correct.
It is the FTX spread book. It's like as if you're doing the spot, but now the difference is it's the bot that's trading for you.
No,
you need a buyer in this case?
What Ken is saying?
Sorry, frankly, wait. Let Ken explain his questions first.
No, what I'm saying is like it's like spot. If I do a purchase, right, someone has to sell. Someone to sell, right?
Correct.
How about on the bot? If you do a purchase, someone need to sell or not?
Yes, it is on your FTX account. FTX is the exchange like Binance, right?
Yeah, correct.
When you do your Binance, when you buy or sell, there will be a buyer and seller on the spread book, isn't it? Correct. Now it's exactly the same, but the difference is it is the bot that's doing for you.
Yeah, at the other end, who's selling it? Is it is it FTX funds or is it someone's fund actually?
Yeah, it's like Binance or any other exchange.
Okay,
if you do not know
someone's
whether,
fund lah.
Yeah, correct. It's same like any other exchange. It's exactly the same. It's the spread book.
But there could be no seller, right? At certain period of time or that price.
Oh, okay. You're talking about the liquidity. Yeah. Okay, so your question is
liquidity. He's talking about liquidity.
Okay, yeah. So the liquidity for FTX, the liquidity is high. That's why we choose FTX. But if you look at other leverage or perpetual market accounts, one that could be as probably potentially higher than FTX would be Binance, but or Coinbase, the major ones. But besides that, FTX, the liquidity is high. As I did mention, FTX is one of the favored corporate traders. The corporate traders will choose FTX when they want to go for leverage trading.
Okay, this market is more liquid than like stock market. Maybe you're comparing stock market is very slow, but in forex or in crypto is very liquid, very fast. There are people willing to buy, so that's why it's different. So quite quick.
That depends on which stock market you're referring to lah, which platform lah. But
like Malaysia one very slow
lah. Yeah lah. But for crypto, let's say worldwide, of course there are many crypto markets. If you choose the small platforms, yes, then you have liquidity issue. But then you should choose those that have high volume, correct? So the FTX is considered maybe top 10 or top 20. So it's not an issue.
Okay, yeah. Thanks for the answer. But Eugene, you're saying just now the stop loss at 5%. Then, if let's say if it's not executed right, then you see another.
There's a natural close.
Yes. How does it have a function? Is it based on percentage or what? The natural close.
The natural close, we have our indicators that we program for the trending strategy. These indicators will decide when to go in and when to exit the trade.
So roughly how many percent for the so-called the second loss or second cut loss? First one is 5%.
Correct, the stop loss. The second one really depends on the indicator, so we can't tell. It could be less than the 5%, it could be more. But if it's more, then that 5% stop loss would have occurred, isn't it?
So based on your 1 year simulation just now, what is the largest drawdown?
Largest drawdown?
Yeah, percentage. Yep.
The largest drawdown, if I'm not wrong, based on just now that spreadsheet, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. We can help me spot. Okay, here it will be these numbers here. This is in percentage. So, however, even if you see anything that's more than -5, these results here do not have the stop loss. Here you see here, 5.1, isn't it? 5.3, correct? This simulation, I did not put the stop loss. Okay, so potentially our losses, our drawdown will be less than what you see the drawdowns here. Here's a -9. Okay, so this is more than 5. That's because the entire simulation, I did not put a stop loss simulation. Here's another -9 because we want to see what is the biggest extreme case lah, put it that way, the extreme case. If we don't have I think this was the biggest one, -9 in this example. This is the biggest one, -9. Okay, so potentially we can make more if we apply the stop loss. Okay, any other question? Franklin, you had a question, Franklin?
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Basic one, sir. Okay. How do we fund the
No
account?
problem.
How do we fund it? Okay.
Once you process of signing up is once you are ready, you let us know. We will issue you the invoice for the $800. Then we will have an orientation. Melon will guide you on the simple steps of signing up the FTX, signing up for the 3Commerce as well. We will guide you that. We'll hand guide you.
No, that means from our own Malaysian fiat account, we just fund the the FTX account.
Oh, okay. You probably need to buy some buy some Bitcoin or USDT from another exchange. Then you transfer the USDT over to the Bitcoin or the USDT to this FTX account. Then from there, we will guide you to convert it to USD.
So when you do all this conversion, you have the gas fees. They call it the gas fee, right? Where you lose money, but you have to pay. So let's say for example, I got Luno now, lah. Okay, so from my Maybank or what I fund Luno. Okay.
No, like if you're talking about minimum 5,000 USD, the gas fees to transfer the 5,000 USDT, it's not really a lot. So we will also advise you don't use the ERC20 network.
It's $1.
TRC, use the TRC is better.
Yeah.
Use the TRC.
You use the TRC, lah. Okay,
correct.
then the what is that I want to ask you? Okay, then how do we another thing is about wallet. They say the TRX like any exchange wallet is not very safe, is it? Because it can get hacked, lah. So how safe is TRX wallet?
What TRX?
The exchange wallet is different from your own personal wallet, like MetaMask is
cloud wallet.
right? Okay,
cloud wallet.
Cloud wallet lah. So they say that it's a bit risky to put your money in the cloud wallet, right?
It's riskier to put in the exchange.
In the exchange lah, yeah. So how safe is it? How are you going to secure that?
Okay, has FTX been hacked before?
I'm not sure. That's why
we know other exchanges have been hacked before. Binance has been hacked before, correct?
Yeah, Binance, yes.
Correct. Yes, Binance has. FTX has not been hacked before. I cannot tell. Who can tell? Not even the CEO or FTX will say that what's their possibility of getting hacked. They probably say it's close to zero. But who can say? Correct. So who can say, tomorrow they have 1% chance of getting hacked? No one can say what.
True. Okay. Right. Yeah. The next, I'm thinking of how do I withdraw the money? See, like every month profit. Okay, I just want to withdraw it out, lah. So how do I do that? What's the best way? So I have very least gas fees, is it?
So our invoicing term is 2 months. Every 2 months.
No, I'm not talking about your invoicing. I'm talking about my profit from the wallet. I want to withdraw out. Like, okay, 100. Let's say 100 US.
You can only draw out after we do the bi-monthly invoicing.
Yeah lah. So that means
while the bot is running, you cannot withdraw.
I can't withdraw. Okay. So when do you stop the bot and then we can withdraw the one?
When we do the bi-monthly invoicing,
okay.
Melon will do the invoicing report, and then from the report we will indicate how much you want to withdraw, then you do withdraw, and then after that, the next invoicing term will start. So every client, let me show you now. Every client for us has this balance sheet that we have for each client. Okay, so every client will have a sort of this report, and this report every 2 months, we will prepare, and then Mei Lun will send it to you. That when you receive it, that means we're going to do the invoicing. Okay, so you receive this every 2 months. So every 2 months, this will go down the report. So in the event that you decide to withdraw, okay, once you receive that, Mei Lun will be in contact with you, and then she will probably ask you, do you want to withdraw? Okay, and let's say you do, then after you make the withdrawal, we will key in here. And then this will affect the new opening balance. So the new opening balance will then go into the next term.
Okay.
So that we can do the calculation for the profit sharing.
Okay, the money will be in Bitcoins, right? Not in going to be US dollar. When I upload to the wallet,
when you will see the USD in your account, but when you withdraw, you probably need to convert it to USDT or Bitcoin lah. Then you can do the withdrawal. USDT is the same as USD.
Yeah, USD, USDT is the same lah,
So you withdraw USDT lah, it's fine.
Okay.
Franklin, I just want to highlight that you need not worry about so-called gas. So I think this word is made infamous by the ERC20 network because of the high gas fee. There are other networks to use as well. As you know, the BSC networks, the DEP network, and also the TRC network. Our favorite is the TRC because any transaction that we make, we only need to pay $1, US dollar only. Even if we send 1,000 USDT, we also pay $1. Even if we send, $1 million also, we only pay 1 USDT. So that is not an issue for us. So because you have to be aware that there are other networks to use, not necessary. We not necessarily only have to use the ERC.
So how network. Do you withdraw? How do you? Yeah, I don't want the ERC, of course lah. How do we withdraw to Malaysia? That's what I'm asking. From now the question is from FTX. I want to withdraw to Malaysia. So what's the procedure? Let's say, what do you do?
You can use the local exchange.
I convert the money. I convert the money into USDT lah. Okay, first, right? Okay. Then after that,
from USDT, you can transfer it to Luno to sell into ringgit.
Okay. If I send to US Luno, does it accept TRC or not? I don't think they accept TRC20. Do they? They only accept ERC, or something like that,
ERC. Well, I mean, I have to check that. I'm not sure whether
I'm sure you are withdrawing money, right? Don't tell me you keep all the time and never take out any money to Malaysia, man.
So far, for me personally, I have not sold yet lah. I have not sold lah. But
I mean, I'm keen on that. I'm keen on getting money. I'm keen on getting a monthly, every month income coming in lah. So I'm looking at it that way. I don't want to just keep it all there, and then one fine day suddenly it's all missing from my wallet lah.
You can sell. You can also sell via P2P on Binance. You can withdraw your USDT from FTX, pay $1. Transfer to Binance, and then Binance you sell P2P.
So P2P, the buyer probably will be able to use TRC network. So not a problem. Don't limit yourself to just Luno only. Luno is a centralized.
Yeah, I know. I mean, Luno, of course, is I think is a useless one, is it? So I'm sure there are better ways. So I'm asking you guys because I'm sure you all withdraw money back to Malaysia. I mean, you have made millions there. Don't tell me you don't keep it all there. I'm sure you try to move the funds here, get back some here.
No, I don't. No, I don't. I don't have to pay my tax now.
Okay. That is another thing you all have to teach us. How do we avoid all the taxes and all that? Also another way. But I thought the money you make from trading from this one is all tax free.
No, trading you have to pay tax.
Yes, sir. I have friends who make money from Forex. They're not making any money. They're not making any tax from there, is it?
You check with your accountant. They will tell you. As far as I know, as long as a trading activity, you profit from trading activity, you have to pay tax.
Oh, is it?
Yes, unless you are investing long term, then you don't need to pay tax. If you are making gains long term, let's say you buy Bitcoin, you hold it for 1 year, you sell, you profit, then you don't need to declare. You don't need to pay the tax. But if it's trading like this bot trading, you have to declare the tax.
Is it? Oh, I thought.
Yes.
I have a friend of mine who does forex. He bought a house cash. I said, hey, why you buy cash?
Yeah,
He said, all
don't ask your friend. Ask your accountant. Don't you got toothache? You don't go to a
accountants.
doctor.
I tell you, anything also they'll tell you You want this one also they can tell you I have an accountant friend.
Okay, you
I
ask
asked
the
him this.
accountant.
I'm doing forex trading also. I have investment in forex also. So income I get it from there. I asked him how. He said it depends. He says everything also it depend one is it?
So you ask the accountant that will do your income tax for you. You choose which accountant will do income tax for you. You listen to that person. No need to ask so many accountants. Like you are sick. Let's say you are sick. You don't ask 100 doctors. All doctors will give you different opinion one. So just stick with the doctor that you think is the best.
Guy that does my income tax for me, I asked him He said income from overseas is tax free. He said income from overseas is tax free. He said
No for crypto trading as far as I know, you need to pay tax, but you just check with the accountant that you will be engaging to do your income tax. Okay, that's the best. Okay, so we leave the income tax issue out. You have any other questions regarding our service? Because we need to go through the other questions in the chat room also. Okay, frankly, any other question?
nothing for now. We carry on with the other questions.
Okay.
Just one question.
No problem.
Yeah, just one question. Your live trading has took place how many months? I mean, live trading means your client put in funds here.
It means at least my own correct?
No, your clients fund, yeah.
Clients I think our first client would be about close to 2 months past already. 2 or 3 months, I think.
Okay.
Correct me if I'm wrong,
Yeah, correct. 2 to 3 months.
Thanks.
Eugene?
Any more verbal question? Yeah.
Yeah, so as we take the verbal question, while we're waiting for the verbal questions, maybe we can answer some of the one from the chat because it's piling up already. So Ken is asking, so what strategy will you be applying now? Is this the BTC season or altcoin season?
Now
we are
using the DCA. We are using the DCA strategy now. Okay.
Then he also asked Chen, would you like to verbalize your question about the loss here, or what specifically are you asking? Chen, you can unmute yourself.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, can.
Okay. Basically, I have a few questions. Like, what is the trade size that the bot will be placing?
Okay, one question at a time. So the trade size for now, if it's the trending strategy, we take up to 95% per trade. But we may change it to 50% in the future, but we see how.
Your 90% is the total trade, meaning you still left 10% in the account, is it?
95.
So 95% being traded, then 5% is still left in the account.
But that is over one sub-account. There are 5 sub-accounts. They will play at a different timing. So it's all independent. But in one sub-account is about 20% of your total capital, correct?
Yes.
Out of that sub-account, in the trending strategy, currently we are setting at 95%.
So, assuming that there is like you are saying 95%, so assuming you
let's say it's $1,000 Let's say the account is a 5,000 account for the client. The one sub account is 1,000. Okay. Then for that 1,000, the bot will grab around $950 worth of that crypto, of the asset.
So there's a chance that because you have used up 95%, so just say if the market really turn against us, so there's a chance for us to lose everything in that sub account.
No, as I mentioned, we have the stop loss, which is -5%. It will at most go down to -5. That's the stop loss.
Yeah, but you have multiple trades being placed by the bots, like you say up to 95%.
No, it's only one trade per sub account. Maximum is one trade only.
Okay. And then what kind of basically currency crypto will the
what are the cryptos that we choose?
Yes.
Just now you saw my slide. I talked about the event narrative.
Yes.
So I cannot tell you now. We may change anytime. We look at the market.
So all this is determined by you guys because you guys are configuring the bot, right?
Yes, correct.
So just say if I am really keen on Solana, for example,
we won't give you the choice. We won't give you the choice.
Okay. And just say right now,
the reason, do you know what's the reason why we don't give the clients the choice? Imagine we have 100 clients. Every now and then someone call, hey, Eugene, change Solana to Ethereum. I won't be able to sleep already. Right? So the best way is everyone follow our research. We decide what is the best for our client. And when we decide that, do we need to explain to all 100 clients, hey, tomorrow we should change from Ethereum to Solana because of ... Then the client will be asking, hey, what do you mean by this and this? I also cannot sleep. So the best way is we decide.
Yeah,
that's
I
the
think
best
that
way.
makes sense, otherwise too many people.
Correct. In the agreement, that it will be noted that you will give that choice, that power to decide to us. However, you need to agree that this list of cryptos are acceptable by you.
So you will prepare a list of cryptos that you potentially will be trading.
Yes, and you need to agree in the agreement that you are okay to accept or trade into these cryptos.
Okay, and then just say if you are doing this trending setup, the bot is set for this trending strategy, but I feel that crypto is coming to a bear market, so there's no way for me to
then you have to trade yourself.
I see. So there's no way for me to stop trading or do some manual kind of intervention.
Okay. So the price now is example 45. How do you know tomorrow is going to go up or down? Right. Everyone will have different opinion. That's the truth. No two traders will have the same opinion on. Correct. So because everyone has their own opinion, if you cannot agree, you do not like our opinion, then you have to trade on already. We cannot hold you back. That's what the
is there
agreement
like a
is for.
switch where I can turn on and turn off this bot?
Turn off and turn on. No,
yeah.
once you sign the agreement, it will last for 4 months. If if you cannot pass the power to us, then don't sign the agreement. If not, it's gonna be too hassle.
So that means it will be a 4 months period, meaning the moment I sign it, I have to close my eyes and wait for 4 months.
Yes, correct. Every 2 months, I think it's the same for any other service provider lah. If you want to use the service, means you have to trust the service provider. Your car, let's say you have a sports car, you want to win in the race, in the F1 race, your sports car spoil, you have to trust the technician to fix the car, right? You don't go to the garage, the fixer, and say, hey, this one you should fix like that. It's gonna be very difficult for the repair guy, is it?
Okay. Yeah, just a last question. Is there like a profit taking from 3Com?
Is there a what?
A profit taking. So just say at the end of the 4 months period, just say I have a 10x or something like that. Will there be a cut to be paid to you guys or no?
Sorry, can you repeat the question? I don't get you.
Okay. Just say after the 4 months period, I'm making just 100K.
You made 100K?
Yeah. Is this 100K?
What was your capital? What was your capital?
Just say, assuming it's $100 now and become 100K, okay?
Assume
so is that...
I really doubt so lah. Okay.
So is that, meaning this 100K is totally mine, or is there like a kind of profit sharing where certain
did you listen? Did you walk?
No, just now I went out for a while to the toilet. Yeah.
No, Chen.
Okay.
Chen, you don't. What Chen is asking, do I have to pay something to 3Com or not? The only thing you got to pay is your 49, the one lah. That's all. I don't think 3Com takes any of your profit, is it? Only the profit is shared between.
Okay, so our profit sharing is 25% of our net profit. Okay, but 3Com, no, now it's totally free.
Okay.
But I wouldn't know in future whether they will stop this waiver. So this waiver is provided by FTX. It's FTX that decided to pay for us users. Sorry, I didn't catch you just now because I thought you meant our profit sharing fees. But as far as 3Commerce is concerned, no, there's nothing.
Okay.
Yeah, no problem. Okay, any other verbal question?
James, maybe you want to verbalize your question. You have 2 questions in the chat box. James Choi. Okay, James was asking about any risk to the capital.
Yeah, so risk-wise, as far as we see, is the drawdown. As I mentioned, the trending strategy that even though we have the stop loss there, 5%, and of course the natural close, it could be one or the other. So it could be either less than 5% or it could be exactly at close to that 5%. But that drawdown would mean that your capital potentially can go through a drawdown. Drawdown means it can reduce. Okay, but when it reduce, don't get dismayed. We are suggesting that in the medium term, it will grow back up. We cannot guarantee profits. We are not allowed to guarantee profits legally because we are not financial advisor and we do not control the markets. As you can see, we can only control the bot. That's all to perform to its optimum. But in the end, whether you make, how much money you will make depends on the market as well. Sorry,
But can
James, you had a question.
Can the total capital be wiped out within the next 4 months?
We have let's say we have the stop loss. The stop loss is 5%. Okay, so it will just, let's say many trades, it can shrink. Yes, but how many losing trades do you need to go through for your capital to go down to totally zero? Okay, it will need a lot of losing trades. It will need a lot of losing trades because every time you reduce by 5%, you can just roughly do a calculator. How many you times zero? Let's say you have $100 you times 0.95. That will be a reduction of 5%, correct? How many times you need to do that in order for it to reach to zero? So it's a curve. It's a smooth infinite curve. So it needs to have a lot. So does that answer your question? You need to keep on. So let's say the case of winning.
What about any regulation on this? Is there any regulation?
This provision of this service, okay, it's like fixing a software. We are maintaining a software for you. So we consulted our lawyer. Our lawyer says we are not traders. We are not trading on behalf of our investors. We are not taking the funds. We don't touch the funds, we are not capital. We don't take any capital. We don't touch the capital. The capital is still with the investor, correct? So our job is just servicing a software. So our lawyer, after consultation with us, came up with this legal agreement. Our investors, before hop on, they need to sign the legal agreement first. Our investors understand that they are engaging us to service their bot. Okay, I give you an example. It's like you're going for a race. Okay, the race, a car race, require the driver to have the license, the driving license of sports car, F1, Ferrari license, sports car license. But when your car is spoiled, you send the car to the repair shop. We are the repair shop people to fix your car. We are not driving the car for you. You are the one that's driving. The bot is driving, is actually the car, right? But ultimately, whether you win the race or not, okay, there are many factors of whether the bot is actually driving the car well and things like that. It could be the market situation. No one's gonna guarantee you you will make the money. Okay, no one can guarantee. We cannot guarantee you, because if we guarantee, then that is against the law. Because we are not financial advisor to guarantee you anything. Correct? So we are coming in to tell you that we've got this experience with the bot. We can manage the bot for you. We know what are the chances that you can make the money. But we cannot, in the writing, guarantee you can make so much money. Because if it's legal to guarantee you, we can go to the bank already. Correct? So no way we can guarantee anyone. So you have to take that risk there. The risk that, okay, I've tried with this amount of money, it's made so much money, you weigh your risk. But if you join us, after a while, you will understand what we are doing here. We are actually helping you to navigate away from the risk by improving the performance of the bot. But we cannot say 100% you will make money. We're not allowed to say that legally. Okay?
Okay. On a crypto side, is it limited to a certain type of coins, for example, Ethereum, Bitcoin?
Yeah, first of all, we are limited to what is available on FTX on the perpetual market, which is actually quite a big spread. And we only choose coins that have the narrative, that fall within our narrative research. So even if you're telling us that, hey, Dogecoin is good, we may not want to choose the Dogecoin.
Or ApeCoin.
ApeCoin now. Now ApeCoin is very in trend now, right? We won't choose ApeCoin.
Okay.
Okay. Anyone else got any questions? Good questions. Keep it up.
Anthony says, instead of outsourcing the trading to you, do you have course to teach us on how to trade ourselves?
Not for the meantime. So that will fall under education. We don't want to go in that route. Because if we go in that route, we realize we have another issue. It's too complex to teach. Simply too complex.
So Liao is asking what is the name FD. So it's FTX. Liao? FTX,
That's
not
the exchange.
FTX. Yeah, FTX Crypto Exchange. Okay.
Okay. Can I ask a question?
Can.
Okay. So from what I understand, every 2 months, Melun will give an invoice, right? For 200 ringgit. Am I right? Because you break it up, right? Isn't it?
Melun, take this.
200 ringgit. You are talking about the profit sharing invoice or the maintenance?
The invoice is bi-monthly, right? Isn't it?
The bi-monthly is the profit sharing. So I wouldn't know whether it's 200 or 300. It depends on the result.
No, I'm not talking about profit sharing. Profit sharing was okay because you're taking 25%, I'm getting 75%, it's fine. We make a profit, we all share. I'm talking about the fixed. Okay,
maintenance.
Now, maintenance, yes. Okay, so maintenance
is every 4 months. Every 4 months, we will bill you a 800 ringgit maintenance fee.
Every 4 months, 800.
So in the beginning, when you sign up with us, you will be billed that maintenance. So that will run for 4 months. After the end of the 4 months, you wish to continue, then we will bill you again another 800 ringgit that will last for another 4 months. It's upfront.
But I thought Eugene said halfway you'll give us another invoice. The 800 not on 4 months, 2 months you'll give an invoice, right? Is it? No.
He was referring to the profit sharing.
Oh, profit sharing. Okay, so
every
let's say
2 months. So you have 4 months.
So let's say I signed the agreement, and when I sign the agreement, I pay 800 ringgit. Am I right? Or I have to after 4 months later I pay. I pay first or what?
So upfront. It's upfront.
Upfront. Okay, so I pay 800. Okay, so then I put my investment in lah. So halfway 2 months, then you give me a thing how much is my profit. So the bot will stop trading after 2 months lah, right? And then you'll tell how much profit I've made lah, or loss or whatever lah. Is it? You'll tell me like, for example, I put down $1,000 US. So maybe I made about 20% lah. Okay, so let's say we have made 20%. So it is $1,200 there lah, right? So this $200 we share. What do you call? 25? What's the split? 25, 75. Is it? Can you hear me?
Yeah, so out of the $200, which is your profit. Yeah, you were breaking up, but I can roughly gauge. Okay. So from 1,000, it grows to. By the way, the minimum capital is 5,000.
I know. I understand.
We're just sticking.
Let's take for example for 1,000 lah. For example,
1,000, it grows to 1,002. So your profit is 200 lah.
Okay, so now.
So 75%. belongs to you, and then we are taking the 25% of
Okay.
that 200 ringgit.
So at that point,
$200.
you will give me an invoice for that figure, the 25% of the 200. Am I right? Okay.
Correct.
Which I need to pay lah. So once I pay, then we continue on. The bot starts trading for another 2 months. Am I right?
Yes, correct.
For
Correct.
two months lah. And then end of the
Correct.
fourth month, I renew the contract again. I pay another 800 ringgit lah. Is it?
Correct.
Yes, plus the profit sharing for the last 2 months.
Yes, again, another profit sharing. You'll give me another invoice for the last 2 months. You'll give another invoice for it lah.
Yes, that's right.
Okay.
That's right.
So now I understand lah. I know how the thing works.
Mm.
Okay.
What's the next question
200
down the list?
I think that's all from the chat box. Don't think I missed out any. If I missed out any, I think you can verbalize it.
Okay, anyone? Any other further question?
We get very good question this session.
Yes, good question.
Okay, the thing is, Eugene, I'm keen on investing, but the problem is I don't want to put in 5,000 first. You see, because I'm already investing on other platforms, not crypto, forex platforms and all that, you see. So, but I have a lot of friends who are also keen on this. So I'm just exploring this. So if it's good, all of them also will be able to invest. I got a lot of friends who are invested in the what do you call forex platform. They're looking for investment in in the crypto in the platform, you see? Because we are all not traders lah. Okay, let's put it like, let's give it to professionals to run it. If I'm having an F1 car, I give a professional driver to drive. It doesn't mean I own the company I want to go and drive like, it's stupid. So I rather give it to what you call professional people to run it like. That's my way of thinking. I have got my own profession, so I focus on that lah. So give it investment, give it to experts to do it. That's my way of thinking lah. So I don't want to go and learn how to go about doing it.
But don't put it in a way that you are passing the capital to us. We are not.
Yeah, I understand that. I understand. That's good. What I like about this is because it stays in my wallet. Nobody has got a control to take it out. Only thing worst case scenario is the bot can trade it until I lose everything. But that also is not possible. Like what you mentioned, it'll never come to zero, that's the worst case scenario, So I'm sure that you all won't do that, The bot also won't do that. You all put a stop loss to stop that, So that's a risk there, Okay. So the thing is, like, we want to start something and slowly it works, it's fine. Then I can bring in, then we can put in more capital in it. Straight away to put in 5,000 US. It's not that we don't have. I have, I started off with
what you can consider doing is you pull together with some friends. Then you just open an account. Then of course, to convince your friends, you get them to come attend this preview lah. So let's say after they are convinced, all pull together, you open one account. But
I mean, just I know you have the cost to run it, like you mentioned, in order to maintain the board, it takes time, money, and manpower, skill, and all that, right? For getting more people in, $1,000 US to start off would be good. Then next we can top up.
You get 5 people lah, five people with 1,000 each. You look open an account, but for us we deal with one kepala only lah, one head only. We only deal with
I understand why you say 5 because you got 5 sub accounts lah. I think now I understand why you do that. So each
no, not necessary. No. You put all the money together. We then break the money up.
You break it up. So you break it up equally lah. Is it 1,000?
Yes.
Is it something like that?
Correct.
So that's the reason why you want multiples of 5 lah. Probably I think that's the reason lah.
No. You can get as many people as you want, but we just deal with one person. Yeah, so if you have one big investor, one small, you all group together, whatever profit, it's how you all divide out. It's up to you all, you see. But we don't want to deal with so many people. For one account, we only want to deal with one client.
I want to start out with 1,000, then try it out for 4 months, and then I tell my friends.
You get a few other friends lah. Get a few other friends.
I want to do it on my own first. Then this is what I do lah. I mean, this is my way. Rather than talk to them, I want to do it, and then I'm happy.
And then you want to do it on your own. Then you have to come up with $5,000 lah.
That's why that is the thing lah. Okay. Yeah, I started off with the forex investment in Savvy. I started with 1,000, and then I saw after 1-2 months, I saw okay, thing works, everything is fine. Now I pumped in more, I have 20,000 inside the US dollar, So this is how I want to build it up, So basically I was thinking, if that is possible, then, I'll be able to sing.
The problem is building it up from 1,000 means outside we have more work.
Yeah,
because it's a smaller account. Once we give one small account there, everyone wants, we cannot stop the rest from coming in, isn't it?
True, I know. But you can have more people, is it? You can have more people on board,
No,
rather than
we
having
don't want more
limited.
people. We want less account. It's less work for us. We don't want more work. The work actually is not the work. Sometimes even for our customer relation, we have to deal with more people. It's a lot. It's very strenuous dealing with a lot of clients.
Yeah, that is why you're building up the back end system. I presume, you're building up
Yes,
a
the
back end.
CRM. The
So you make it
CRM hopefully
easier.
will help
Help you
with
to ease
less
your
communication. Yes, correct.
automate some of the things, So Melun's work will be easier, I think so.
Correct.
No need to send physical, what you call, invoices.
Okay. Good takes. Good opinions and suggestions.
Yeah.
Any other question before
James is asking how to go about with this investment, how to transfer to the wallet. So James, if you are interested to start, then I can keep in touch with you. Basically, then I will guide you through how to go about it lah. So when you say how to transfer to wallet, so what wallet are you talking about? Is it you're talking about FTX wallet, the FTX exchange? James, would you like to verbalize?
Yes. I'm not sure how to go about that. You want to set up account in FTX. I'm not sure what is FTX.
FTX is an exchange, but don't worry. So usually when a client is ready, I will prepare an invoice for the 800 ringgit maintenance fee. Once that is paid, then I will guide you step by step on how to do it, because we understand that not all clients have used FTX before. Some clients have, but some may have not. So I will guide you on how to set up your FTX and even how to transfer the money into FTX as well.
Okay.
Yeah, so all you have to do is just give me the green light lah. Then we even have an orientation, like Eugene mentioned. I will go through a Zoom session with you one-on-one. Then I will hold your hand through it lah.
This is like orientation. We have an orientation to guide our confirmed clients.
So that's why Franklin was saying, your other Forex one, I don't think you have one-on-one like this. The clients even WhatsApp me, Milan, I don't know how to sell my crypto. Please help me, that kind of thing. So then we also oblige, and then we try to educate and try to hold give guidance to the client.
Yeah, they have videos and all that which you can actually follow the whole thing is automated, so you can quite easy on the Forex But crypto is something different. It's a different ball game altogether
Yep, and definitely profitable one.
Yeah, very profitable. I mean, I believe this is the way to go. This is the future,
Future, correct.
Yeah, crypto is the future. The way I look and see, every other fiat currencies are going to be in problem. Even US dollar also. But the way the things are going now, US dollar might lose the prominence, because of the war now that's happening, is it? So everybody will move into crypto space. So I think this is a good time to get into the space, I believe, is it? If we don't do it now, we're going to lose out on big time, is it? I remember in 2016, I think, I think the time crypto Bitcoin was trading at, I think 5,000 US or something like that. So a friend of mine, just to have
2016, I bought my first Bitcoin at 600.
600 something, 600 something like that. I think it was 500 or something like that. So a friend of mine just say, hey, he was doing Bitcoin. So he told me, I don't know anything of Bitcoin. I say, okay, open up a wallet. So I opened up a Luno wallet, and he transferred to me 50 ringgit worth, 50 ringgit worth of crypto at that, Bitcoin at that
And what do you
time.
do with it?
Huh?
What do you do with it?
I just kept it. I didn't believe. I thought it's all.
Oh, you still have it? Okay.
Okay, so what I did, I just left it like that. In 2019, I opened the wallet back again. I actually deleted it. Then I reinstalled back again somehow or other, and I got the thing. And I saw 3,000 ringgit. That 50 ringgit has become 3,000 ringgit. Now I almost jumped out of my chair, So imagine if I had put in 1,000 ringgit at that time. I would the guy just gave me 50 ringgit free. He just transferred free for me. My friend, If
okay.
now,
you want to hear the good news?
What's the good news?
It will re-happen.
Yeah.
It will happen again.
Yeah,
that
I
means
know.
you buy $50.
Yeah.
You put in $50 now, 5 years from now, it's also going to go up to $5,000.
Yeah.
So I did mention about this Bitcoin cycles you can see here.
Yeah.
So Bitcoin cycles, I will teach you how you can coordinate your long-term investment with the cycles. That's how you can make the money. So it's don't make the same mistake a lot of people make, which is they will always go, oh, I should have. You see, that the thing about I should have is they're focusing on the past, correct? So whatever past has passed. So the question is, what are we going to do from now to make the massive gains in the next 5 years? That's more important. And a lot of people miss that. They keep on focusing the past. That's why they will end up not making money. So anyway, so that's for that. So let's move forward so all of us can prosper together lah.
Okay. I'll take one
Let's do
last
a
question.
closing. Last question, then we can do a closing.
EJ is asking how many clients or accounts you have to date. So we have about more than 10 clients already. More than 10.
Because we just started.
Yeah.
And if you notice, some of you actually saw our ad on Facebook. So we'll go more aggressive on our ads later on. So we see ourselves expanding a lot more in this next 1 year. Next 1 year. We've got a lot of plans. As you all know, crypto, there's so much things to explore. We are considering NFT. We want to go into DeFi. There's so many things to go in. But to be realistic, we have to expand here first. Okay, we know this e-commerce platform is profitable, as we have experienced it, as you can see from my results. So we want to be realistic. We want to make money here first, get followers to also make money with us in their own account, and then we grow from there. Okay, let's just do a closing.
Yeah, so we have come to the end of our Q&A session. Very smart questions were asked, very thoughtful questions. So like we said, this is a no obligation preview, but do consider the bots coming on board with us, because yes, we've heard that so many people, like Franklin, he has invested in Forex, and you also heard that how his $50 grew to 3,000 ringgit, right? Not dollars. So that is like diversifying your portfolio. So it's a great time to be in cryptocurrency now, to be honest. So you can either buy crypto to hold, or you can trade with the bot. That's another way. As we explained, it's very stressful to trade. It is very stressful. You probably have to pay a lot of tuition fee to the market before you start making money. I think those who trade can agree with me. Yeah. And if you are unsure, you need some time to digest this, or maybe you would like to re-attend this preview. You may do so again. No worries. We will patiently answer all your questions. Okay. Most importantly, you feel comfortable with who you invest with and what you invest with. So we will be posting our next preview. Most likely we'll have it next month. We will post it in the chat group. So you may click on the link and join us again next month. So with that, I bid you all good night. It's been a long day. Stay safe, everyone. And again, thank you for attending our preview. Okay,
thank you. Stay safe.
Okay,
see you all
good
again.
Night.
I will post the link to the next event chat room in the current chat room. Okay, so do look out for it so you all can re-attend if you need to.